Well, we are continuing our live show here at Food City in Kingsport, and Food City prides themselves on producing local grown produce at their stores. And Brent Leach is here to tell us more about that mission. Brent, thanks so much for talking with us.
No problem.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about Food City's mission and how you guys kind of implement that throughout the year.
Basically, this time of year, we like to turn our produce departments into our own local fresh markets for our stores. We really want to support our local growers, support our community. That's always been a big mission with Food City. Like I said, this time of year, each week we're getting more variety in every week with different items. Right now we have our Grainger County tomatoes.
Yes, and these look beautiful, and they're huge
They
too.
are big, yes. Going into we have our Mans Farms green tomatoes. Right now we're getting more items in from Fort Blackmore, Mans Farms. We're getting our squash. We're getting we're getting peppers in next week. We're going to get some corn in next week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so every, season, I think, things are obviously go through cycles about what produce is in season throughout the year. But throughout the year, that's really your goal, is to make sure you bring fresh, locally grown produce so customers can come and see what's in season, right?
Exactly. That's our number one priority, is freshness. Mm-hmm. That's what we really try to push.
Yeah, and so you guys work with a lot of local farms as well. Tell me a little about working with those farms and how that kind of process works itself out.
Well, basically the farms have to be certified through all the government agencies before they can sell us a product. Mm-hmm. But most instances, a lot of things that are picked that morning might end up in our stores that fast. So we have a pretty fast turnaround of some things.
Wow. That is wonderful.
Yep.
And so being able to work with the local farmers as well, being able to go out there and talk with the farmers themselves, and you can see them really working and putting their heart and soul into their produce, that makes it even more special for you to bring it back to the store, right?
In a couple of weeks, we're actually taking our produce managers out to tour the farms.
Really?
To actually get a little bit hands-on, more experience, get them to know the farmers a little bit better, get more updates on the product. But yeah, in a couple of weeks, we're actually taking all of our managers out to the farms to see the farmers.
Oh, wow, that is so wonderful. And what's great about that too is your produce managers and everyone really working in the produce section as well are so knowledgeable. If people come in and they're not really sure what they're looking for, or they're not really sure how to tell some things ripe or not, that's where you guys can kind of step in.
Exactly. We're picky about produce. We're the produce experts. So any questions you have, just come by and ask us, and we can help you out.
That's wonderful. And so right now in season, kind of tell us, besides what we see on here, what people can find in the stores.
Like I said, coming up in the next couple of weeks, actually next week, we'll be getting our Scott's corn from Scott's Farms in Unicoi, Tennessee.
Grilled corn, right?
Corn.
You can't have anything
corn.
like grilled corn for 4th of July. That sounds delicious,
Perfect.
Right?
We just got our half runner beans in. I know everybody's been wanting those. Those look really good. Like I said, next couple of weeks we'll be getting in more squash. We'll be getting in cucumbers, local grown cucumbers, local grown peppers, just pretty much any kind of vegetable. And we also have some apples too from Virginia, local grown apples.
That's wonderful. And I think what's great too is that, sometimes customers don't really realize the effects of shopping local, how that can really help out the farmers. And you guys being able to go to the local farms and talk with them in person, you can see how it directly affects them, right?
Oh yeah. It's just working with our community, trying to boost our community up, putting more money back into the community.
Right, exactly. And so people can come in 7 days a week, come and talk with you all, see what's fresh. And what's great too is throughout the store, you guys have little signs that kind of tell people where the produce is from, right?
Yeah, we have our local grown signage, which really plays up which farm they're from, where they're from, and which state. So yeah.
So you can learn more about it then,
exactly.
right? Yeah, yes. I love that. That's so wonderful. And so besides these kind of right here, there's so much more happening in the store right now. They can just come on in, talk with you, or talk to any of the produce managers, right?
Like I said, the next coming weeks, we're going to keep getting more and more in. Like I said, we're turning our produce departments to our local markets. That's what we're trying to do.
Wonderful. I love it. Brent, thanks so much for talking with us. We really do appreciate it. And it's, of course, their mission, trying to support local farmers and bringing you the fresh produce. Brent, thanks again. We really do appreciate it. We'll have more here at our live Food City 4th of July show coming up after the break.